What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels. Give me a second, guy. I gotta get this mic clip on my shirt. Alright, there we go. It's your man Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels. It's feeding time. It's feeding time. So what we got going on today, man, because we are getting prepared for September 16th. Welcome to Virginia, the 2 Up, 2 Down Sporting Dog event. I have a couple of my dogs that we're actually taking out, and we're going to be working on. We're going to be working her, and we're going to be working him. As you can see, they're all hungry. But we're going to be working my 2 dogs, man. So at this present moment, I need to fill my dog's body up with nutrition that will actually feed them and feed their muscles. And I seen some blood on my floor I need to clean up. And by feeding them and feeding their muscles, my dogs need to be fed a different diet. Something needs to change. Something needs to be able to help my dogs continue to build muscle, get oxygen levels into their bloodstream and through their muscles so my dogs don't cramp up. It also helps my dogs to restore muscle and rebuild muscle as they run and jump and play, getting ready for September 16th. All right, so we are feeding my dogs what I call my muscle builder blend. And with my muscle builder blend, it's a little heavier on the game meat. And what I mean by game, I'm talking more of buffalo, pheasant, goose, those type things. So they got a heavier game style meat that they're actually going to be eating. And it works, man. As you can see, King Ragnar is looking good. He's a giant pup. He'll be a year old on August 17th. And then this is an 8-year-old dog that you're looking at. This is Princess Misha. And she actually will be working on September 16th as well. She'll be entered into the high jump, and he'll be into the tug of war and drag sprint, and she'll be in the tug of war. No more pulling for her. She doesn't want to pull no more. She just wants to jump and tug. That's what she's going to do. All right. But also on top of, I thought I had my spoon ready. Also on top of my muscle builder food, I do what I call my gut buster. Get down, boy. Get down. And my gut buster is this stuff here. This is cold pressed olive oil with ginger and garlic. So I take some of that. And I put it into my dog's food. And I'm going to mix that all in because my dogs, they will eat around it. They're a little uppity. King Ragnar is such a big dog. He gets more than everyone else. And then also on the side, what you're looking at, that's blood and stuff that came out of the muscle meat that they're eating. This food is very low in bone. It's very high in muscle meat. But you're also looking at some more olive oil as well as like a tonic type water that I make for my dog, a fusion water, like fruit fusion water that I make for my dogs. All right. Come on, King. So we're just going to feed them up. Oh, let me mix it up, man. I'm tired. I didn't even think about that. Just mix it all in like this. My dogs will kill it. Someone asked me earlier today, how many blends do you make? I make one blend. I use different protein sources, but ultimately it's one blend, and I call it the Frankenstein because I make sure I use certain items even though I do mix up, the protein sources. So my girl Misha, normally she eats about a pound. I'm actually feeding her more. Right now, because we are conditioning her, she's working heavy every night with King Ragnar. She's getting about a pound and a half when normally she would get a pound. Ragnar, this dude eats a lot. So he's eating twice a day at this present moment. But both the meals that he's getting now, they're about 5 pounds each. I mean, he's not fat. He's not overweight. I mean, he's muscled up for a young pup. He's going through a linky stage right now. He looks good. So it can't be overfeeding. And then she looks good. I mean, look at her. All right, come on, guys. Here, eat that. If y'all don't know, if you haven't seen the breeding videos or banners, we're getting ready to have a litter out of King Ragnar, out of Mei Xiang and King Ragnar in Meech. Mei Xiang is in season now. Girl, cut it out. She in season now. And, she's about day 6. So pretty soon, we'll be getting that breeding done out of him and her. It's going to be a great breeding. It's going to produce some standard American bullies, like standard American bullies are supposed to be built. She's a standard bitch. He's a standard male. They're going to be extremely athletic. They're going to be extremely tight-skinned. What I mean tight-skinned, I mean, I can't really pull no skin off of her. His skin is a little more loose. He's still a puppy and growing, but he's tightening up. But she's really tight-skinned. And she got that by way of her sire. If y'all can remember King Kane, that's where she got it from. Her mother is pretty tightly skinned too, but King Kane was super tightly skinned. Like to the point, we got dogs where they can shoot the vaccine up here in the in that little indentation between the shoulder blades. Where these dogs, I have to hit them back here. Man, but we're getting ready, man. Mei Xiang, I upped her feed by 2 ounces. But we're getting ready. Get out of there. We're getting ready for a breeding. It's been 4 years since we made a breeding. NoVACAIN Kennels doesn't breed that often. But when we do breed, we make sure that we breed quality animals first. Quality animals first. We don't breed for color. We breed for things such as mobility, such as the way they use their brains, the way they can tell friend from foe, complete athleticism. I mean, we breed for qualities that a lot of people aren't breeding for when it comes to the American Bully breed. Oh, dog. So we're putting out that quality work. She's not American Bully. She is a mixed bred dog. She is a dog that I created. And, I mean, if you look at this dog, it'll tell you a lot. Mei Xiang, back it up. This is a dog that I bred and made. This is Mei Xiang. This is out of A-Bay, my sire that passed away about 4 years ago, King Kane. And A-Bay is even a dog that I made. She's out of Cinderella's Jazz. We put her down about a year, maybe 2 years ago now. And a homeboy's dog named Horton's Rockstar. So, I mean, y'all just looking at examples of dogs that I've bred. And I've seen, recently, Mei Xiang's brother sired litter, and the litter that he sired, he didn't even tell me that he had a litter. I noticed off the back when I looked at a photo. I said, damn, dude, like, those are off my dog. That's off my dog. Because one of the pups looked like her. One of the pups looked like the Grand Dam. And then one of the pups looked like the sire of Peebo Bryson. That's the dog that he bred, Peebo Bryson. You know, so I was like, yo, is that a Peebo son and daughter? And he was like, yeah. He's like, how'd you know? I said, it looked like my dogs, man. I said, I can tell my blood. My blood is reproducing itself. But also, what I'm saying that is, I don't have a ton of my blood out there. And I don't have a bloodline yet. I just have a blood of dogs that I've been playing with, mixing down, putting together. And I can already see that where I'm going or want to go with my dogs, it's actually going in the right direction. Because I'm able to see her grandkids, you know, and they look like them. They look like them. If you breed dogs and you sell a dog to someone and they breed that dog, are those kids going to look like that dog's parents or them? You know, that's the question a lot of people should be asking themselves. And I know for a fact with me, shit, my shit's reproducing itself for real. I could say that got the NoVACAIN family of dogs behind it. Because it is a NoVACAIN family of dogs. That's what I'm building. A NoVACAIN family of dogs. And I'm adding something in new now, which is him, to my family already. And then I'll be taking their offspring, which will be my family of dogs, because it's something that was produced on NoVACAIN Kennels' yard by Mr. NoVACAIN himself. And I'm going to run something back to the grandma. So all that's going to do is actually tighten up my blood more with having a new out dog in there. So I know my stuff ain't so tight. So it's going to reintroduce her back into her, but a little further down, her grandchild into her, with some new blood to enhance her. And when I do that later, you're going to see a ton of her. Because by then, it'll be 2 times her falling in the right place. She will be the dam as well as the grand dam on top. And then we got special plans for this girl right here, man. And then I got a couple of homeboys, man. They've been bugging me. They want to run their males with her. I mean, it'd be some real good breedings and stuff, you know. And I'm not opposed to it. I'm not saying, nah, it's not going to happen. I'm telling the homies, man, just give me a minute, man. I got a specific plan that I'm trying to do. Because, to be honest with y'all, you know, they may like her. They may like what she look like. They may like what she can do. But you never know, man. You know, I might produce a bitch that is of better quality than her, that's like her, but it should go to their males more. You know, that'll up my chances of producing a better dog if it comes down to that situation. You know, one of them want to run one of the males to her, and I'm like, you know, I got me a little plan that I'm doing right at this present moment, man. We'll see. Well, that's about it, man. Thank y'all for joining Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels. This dude's still eating, he picking at his food. I messed up and showed him the daggone gut buster. Before I mixed it up, now he know it's in there somewhere. He thinks it's still in the middle, so he's trying to eat around the middle. It's your man, Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels. I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, tune in tonight, Tori G on Facebook. Tori G on Facebook. Tune in tonight for the Council Radio Live. If you haven't checked out the previous shows, go to the Council Radio on YouTube. Check them out. If you can't find that, look on NoVACAIN Kennels YouTube page. Go to my playlist. I have the Council Radio playlist there. Hit play. Listen to all of them. We had great bully talk or dog talk with Gary Doc Moore, the doc himself, the DOC. We had great dog talk with Ty Denier on a week ago. on just great dog talk. We don't have specific topics that we talk about. We get our guest host and we let them talk. We let them open up. We let them say what the hell they need to say on the council radio. Nothing scripted for us, all right? No interviews, but nothing scripted. It's just guest hosts. Last night, if y'all didn't see it, we had the homie Ruben of Holy Fire Kennels on. So it's a lot of great shows. Tonight is just going to be the council on. We're just going to be talking care of dogs, care of pups, and health. Last week we also had one. It's titled Apple Cider Vinegar. We did a little kibble talk. We did a little raw talk. And did a little breeding talk. So tune in tonight. The Council Radio Live. It's your man, Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels, and I'm out.